Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So here come the Jaguars to take over for the first time behind Trevor Lawrence, their quarterback in season number 4.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now ETN to start the drive. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The numbers on the ground for ETN last week. 18 carries, 83 yards.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expecting to make a run at not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's caught. It's the former Bill, Gabe Davis. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. From the shotgun, Lawrence. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's caught. Touchdown. Brian Thomas. His 11th touchdown of the year. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, and maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
Let's go.
Now Lawrence. And that one too wide and incomplete. When you look at this defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Here's Lawrence to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan. We're trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, they'll throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. It's caught inside the 25. And touchdown! Brian Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground, ETN. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. But you look at this defense. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but Did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a...
That's caught at the 25. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, his first touchdown of the new season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they score in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt, because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Red on red. Silver. Silver.
And they'll go again with Etienne. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. It'll be a loss of... And it'll bring up 2nd. 21-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
Rip, 23.
Lawrence will throw. Quick slant caught by Kirk. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, he completes it to Judy. Touchdown, Jaguars! Jerry Judy, 35 yards. And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he...
a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Now Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be second down.
Lisa 24.
A give to Etienne running right. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Toss left side for Etienne. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Hey, Lion!
Here's Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Gabriel Davis from 10 yards out. And the Jaguars have got it back to within a score. Oh, this is blocked. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Offensively, though. Opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. Well, let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Brian Thomas on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point good by Hopkins now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Back out is the Jacksonville offense and Trevor Lawrence. He had a couple of touchdown passes in that game last week, and he's matched that with 2 in the first half here as his guys start 1st and 10.
All right, let's go. Here we go.
Now Lawrence to throw. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 33 as we ironically approach 3:33 remaining in the quarter. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Hey, run! Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And that will be Grant Delpit makes that play defensively.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and the deficit will hold at 15.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And a flag comes out as that is batted down and incomplete. And I think there was early contact. Let's check the call. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway.
And he will take it in for the touchdown. Nick Chubb from 8 yards out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Throwing to start the drive. Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Pass complete to Judy on the out route. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. They'll send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point right down the middle, and that will cut the lead down to 15. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And Evan Ingram able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking long for Thomas. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory.
It's a gain of 60 yards. Results in a first down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Here's 2nd and 8. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. David Njoku, an 11-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point good by Hopkins, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. 5 plays there on that drive. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Jaguars ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
And completes it to Kirk over the middle.
Now he's loose down the middle of the field.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Christian Kirk as the first half is winding down.
And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will cut the lead down to 15. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown.
Brian Thomas
on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath.
As everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Foyesade Alurican.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Hey, Lion!
Lawrence.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
That is caught. He's going to have the first down and then some.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Christian Kirk with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jaguars take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. You know, we've discussed this before, and we've seen it at practices, extra periods being put in for the offense on these two-point tries. But the defense, they're beefing up their support as well in practice.
They absolutely have to. If people are going to go for two and try and gain those advantages and make it tougher on your team as the game goes along, you have to be in a position to stop them.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking long for Thomas. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
He's got a man complete. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. It's a big play there. 63 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Elijah Moore.
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that pushes the lead up to 23. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays.
And it was finished off by Elijah Moore on the touchdown reception.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Jags and Christian Kirk making their way back out on offense.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. ETN once more.
Dances by him. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
This will be caught. Judy.
Oh, some strong run. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Jerry Judy.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jaguars get a bit closer.
They'll try and run it here. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, all downfield, taking time off the clock, you're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked up by Foyesade Anuakin.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Handoff running left is ETN.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd down, ETN once more.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Here we go.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in 1 play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, Incomplete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
It's a gain of 10. And a first down.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Brian Thomas.
46 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And no run back. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
Christian Kirk and company heading back onto the field. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here, third quarter. We'll see what else he has in store for us.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On first down, right back to ETN.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And they'll bring Judy in motion right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Another tote for ETN.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up. Back now in Jacksonville. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence.
A short throw to Ingram. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Evan Ingram, 51 yards.
And the Jags have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Touchdown!
Brian Thomas.
55 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will make this a 19-point game. Just a 4-play drive that time. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Open man right side is Ingram. Pushing his way through. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. In motion goes the tight end.
Lawrence will throw. Over the middle, complete to Judy.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now Lawrence. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking long for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29.
Eligible receiver downfield. Offense.
And they get Jack Conklin there, the right tackle.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. That's going to be caught. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown.
Brian Thomas.
29 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, now how about this return?
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. Get a look at Jerry Jeudy as he leads his offense back out there for this next series.
He's north of 150 yards in this game. He's been doing his thing, hasn't he?
That he has, and he's been enjoying himself. And it's the type of game that you get locked into a pretty good groove. May not be record-shattering, but it's the type of game that if you accumulate that throughout a season, you can be one of the top receivers in the game.
See how much they incorporate him here on this drive.
Here we go, Sahar. Red. Sahar. Here we go, Sahar.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 9. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
That would complete downfield to Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
And a huge play that time. 40